Hey guys, Puggos Pizzeria here, and in today's video, we're talking about how Poppy Playtime went from a beloved indie game to a hated cash grab in a matter of weeks. So, I think at this point, almost every single one of you knows what Poppy Playtime is. It's a small indie horror game, just like some of the others that have came out over the years, except it's more recent, that has really recently blown up in popularity. The game has sort of a simple premise. Basically, you're a old employee of the factory, and you want to go back because there's a bunch of rumors, and people are dying, and I kind of forgot, because I couldn't be that too interested in the game, I'm sorry. But, yeah, basically you go there and, ooh, one of the big mascots, Huggywuggy, ooh, scary, he chases you and he tries to kill you in an event, and the game is not finished. It is not finished by any means, and only Chapter 1 has come out, similar to a game we will talk about later in this video, and it became a hit. Dawko first posted a video on it, and then everyone else started to, even huge YouTubers such as Markiplayer, Jacksepticeye, everyone has been making videos on this, and it blew up like it was the new Five Nights at Freddy's or something. And then the creators of Poppy Playtime kind of fumbled it a little bit. They kind of dropped the ball because I don't think they were anticipating the success of this game. And now recently, so many people have been hating on Poppy Playtime and Mob Games, the creator of the game. And I'm here to discuss why. Why is the game so hated, and is it deserved? Is the hate even valid? And well, that's what we'll be talking about. So, first of all, we have a few points to go over in this video of why this game is so hated. Starting with the very first one, the game is directly copied from Bendy and the Ink Machine. And now, I think every single one of you know what Bendy and the Ink Machine is. Basically, you play, again, as an old employee who goes back to his old workspace due to mysterious other employee disappearances. And as he goes there, creepy things start to happen, and the main characters of the franchise that they were working on come to life and try and kill the main character. And already, you can see some very, very similar coincidences, we will call them. But, let's looking at the broader picture. Now, from a base presence, yes, it is 100% inspired by it. Whether they want to admit it or not, it was heavily, a lot of assets were taken. But even though I'm not the biggest fan of Poppy Playtime, I do think they did change quite a lot. First of all, they added multiple puzzles into their game, which aren't really in Bendy and the Ink Machine. They have these segments where you have these grabber packs, which is also a completely different item, not in Bendy and the Ink Machine. And what you have to do, you have to stick a sticky hand on an electrical outlet, and you have to wrap it a bunch of these long electrical poles and try and figure it out in the correct order, which is different from Bendy and the Ink Machine, yes. And again, what I was talking about, the grabber pack, which is a completely sort of new idea, I would say, which is not, I don't think, shown anywhere in Bendy and the Ink Machine, where it's this pack with these long sticky hands that you can shoot out to grab and move items. Again, not in Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, are there a lot of similarities? Yes, I think so. But from what I've seen, saying that Poppy Playtime is completely stealing the game, I just couldn't agree with that. I don't think they personally are. And, I mean, it's not for me to choose what you believe or don't believe in. Yes, it was inspired. You cannot deny that. But do I think it's directly copying Bendy and the Ink Machine? No, I don't. And I don't think it deserves too much hate for that. And now, let's talk about one of the big guns. Mob Games, the creator of Poppy Playtime, made NFTs. Yes, this is true. And I know I kind of defended them on the last one, but I'm not, I'm sorry. Basically what they did, if you're unaware, the creator of Mob Games, they made NFTs. And what are these NFTs, you may be asking? Well, first of all, what are NFTs? Because you might be a child watching this on your greasy iPad. NFTs are basically a image you can buy online of a silly monkey that costs like $100,000. There are these one-of-a-kind images that are on the blockchain, which are meant to be special. Just imagine collecting FNAF mystery minis, how each one is individual and unique, except it's digital and it's a JPEG image, and you can never hold something real. That's basically what they are. And they're not good for the environment. They do a bunch of things. They pump out fumes or whatever. I don't really know, and I don't care to research NFTs because I don't care. But I do care about this because Poppy Playtime made NFTs. And it is not a good look for them, because they made them, you have to buy them. Let me explain this. Basically what they did is there is about nine, I'm pretty sure, different characters in their games. And what they did, like all these different toys that the old factory made, and what they did, they made them all these like vintage old posters, which looked really cool, and then they made them NFTs. And each poster had hidden lore in it that you could only unlock by buying it. You could only get the secret hidden lore by buying the NFT. You had to pay, not a pay to win game, a pay to learn game. And I don't support this at all. I think this is a really bad business thing they did on their end, and I don't know why they would decide to do this. I'm pretty sure they sold like 100 in total, and they made like 1,000, which you have to, I'm pretty sure it costs money to make every single NFT, so they lost a ton of money on this, because no one cares. Everyone who likes the game is children. Children are not going to buy a digital image online. And yes, then they did make a Huggy-Wuggy plushie, but there's so many fakes out there, it's not really needed to buy. Again, the Huggy-Wuggy plushie doesn't even look that great. And then, I've seen this one floating around a lot, and I'm here to kind of debunk this one, because again, I don't fully support them, but I don't want to spread misinformation. Mob Games harassed and bullied the people and fans almost to their suicide, and they're not sorry about it. And now this really is the biggest lie I can see of just people going, hey, they said something bad and they made someone want to kill themselves. And from what I've seen from the screenshots, keep in mind, I may be wrong, but from my research and everything I've seen, what they did is one of the employees at Mob Games, one of the main people who founded it, they made light jokes and sent some silly emojis to one single person and kind of internet bullied them, who was only 15 years old at the time. And now, yes, this is kind of bad. I know, making jokes to a 15-year-old isn't the best look, I know. But it's not harassing and bullying someone to the point of suicide, which is a very serious topic, almost to a point of suicide. A very serious topic that I don't think should be lightly thrown around. Sure, you can throw around that they're stinky people because they made NFTs, but this is going a little too far in my opinion, and I think anyone who says this, before you say something like this, and you make kind of big accusations like this, just stop and think. That's all you really need to do. Stop and think about what you're saying, and how it can possibly affect other people. Am I defending them? No, I'm not. Again, they're not the best company in the world, but there's no need to spread false information about some pretty bad things, you could say. And now, this one hits a little close to home, because I make Five Nights at Freddy's videos. Mob Games sexualized Circus Baby and a few other characters on their animation video channel. And now, this is a tricky one. I can't say too much because I don't want to get in hot, deep waters, but yes and no. And let me explain it. No, Mob Games, the creator of it, did not. It was a different person called Zanimations, which is very sad because they made really cool Minecraft animations, and now they're making Circus Baby with animated boobies, which is not good at all. Don't do that, please. But Zanimations is affiliated with Enchanted Mob, who is affiliated with Mob Games. Basically, oh, I know this person's dog's cousin's brother. So, yes, are they technically kind of related in some way? Yes. But did the creators of Mob Games specifically sexualize Circus Baby? No. All they did was make some animation videos, and it was run by 2 people on the channel, and I don't think they should be brought down for this. And now, the very last point, the very biggest point I see most people saying, is Poppy Playtime is a cash grab. And I'm being honest, yes, it is. And I don't feel bad saying that. The game is definitely a cash grab. Chapter 2 is not even out yet. And so far, they have made NFTs, plushies, shirts and merchandise, U2s, and a movie? Yes, I know. None of this should exist for one chapter of your game. Bendy and the Ink Machine has, I would say, is way more popular than Poppy Playtime, and has had all its chapters out. It got to chapter 4 before it even got anything. No merchandise, no shirts, not a movie, for God's sake. Who's gonna watch the Poppy Playtime movie? I'm being honest, no one. I'm not gonna watch it. And Chapter 2 isn't even out yet, and they're making all this, which is too much. I think they really let the fame and success get to their heads, and I think they need to slow down. They're trying to branching out with barely nothing. They have barely anything to show for their game, and they're already doing all this, which is way too much in my personal opinion. But yeah, that's it for this video. So, are the creators at Mob Games bad people? It's debatable. Have they done bad things? Yes. Do they deserve all the hate? Not all of it. They're just an indie game company, just trying to make a game. Yes, they're cash grabby and they make NFTs, and it's kind of silly to point and laugh at them. But that's about it. There's nothing too serious from what I can tell about it, and I just think people need to ease up on them a little. I'm not saying give them support and be like, oh, I love Huggywuggy so much. Just don't constantly send death threats possibly to them. Again, I'm not supporting the game, I'm not defending them, I just thought I'd give my opinion on this topic and try to enlighten everyone on why most people hate this game. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit longer than normal. I put a lot of effort into this. If you did enjoy, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Also set up a channel member thing. You don't have to pay for it. I was like, money. I don't know. I'm Mob Games now. I'm cash grabby. Yeah, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, subscribe. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I forgot my outro. Bye!